say you need your space, then pull me close. I read your silence, louder than most. One day you're warm, the next day you're cold.
You see this beautiful hairstyle? It took me a few hours to create, but the lesson I'm about to share with you took me years to learn the hard way. Hi guys, my name is Portia. If you're new here, don't forget to subscribe. Now let's braid as I tell you how my friend betrayed me back in uni days, and it was literally more than a broken heart to me. In today's video, we are going to be doing tutorials on the short trending braids on Instagram and TikTok. I am so happy and excited because I have been craving this hairstyle. Now let's get right into it as I tell you my story. Today's hairstyle is braided updo featuring curved feed-in braids at the front and braided buns at the back. I love this style because it's elegant and protective at the same time. Girl, if it's not about protective hairstyle, count me out. For this hairstyle, I chose Ultra because it blends so well with my hair and it gives the braids a smooth finish. One thing I love about this hairstyle is that it looks so sophisticated and you can dress it up, down, depending on the occasion. And I think genuinely it fits everybody with light skin or dark skin. It looks so great on everybody. I think you should try it. Now story time. Then you say time in the comment section for me. And you haven't subscribed, do well to do so. Thank you, love. People always talk about heartbreaks after relationship ends, but nobody talks about the heartbreaks that comes from losing a friend. And honestly, mine hurts even more. Back in university, I met someone who eventually became one of my closest friends. We spent a lot of time together, shared secrets, supported each other, and genuinely believed this was a friendship that would last for years or forever. You know when you meet someone and it feels like you've known them forever? That is exactly how it felt. As I'm creating this front brace, one thing I always focus on is the foundation. If your pattern isn't neat, the entire style can be affected. So let's call this girl Afi. Afi had a roommate, but we spent most of the time together in my room or even on campus. Guess what? We were doing the same program, so we go to class together, and sometimes she'll have her lecture somewhere, I have mine somewhere. So that is the only time you see us separated. After class, we go for lunch together. Sometimes she pays, sometimes I pay. So everything was moving on smoothly until I introduced a friend to her. So I introduced Afi to a friend, and this friend, we are from the same hometown. So let's call the guy Sly. So Sly is someone I have known for a very long time, even before I met him on campus. So when we met on campus, the bond became stronger and stronger. I introduced Afi to her, and then their relationship tended to be more stronger than I even was with Sly. Things became suspicious. Now, mind you, they just met, so they didn't know each other well. Thus, my best friend, Afi, started spilling some things about me to this guy. It was so difficult for him to tell me because men, they hardly talk when it's about things like that. One day he opened up to me that, Portia, be careful about this lady because I think some of the things she says about you is out of jealousy or out of something. I took it slightly because I trusted my friend and felt like the guy is just exaggerating. After some time, I noticed that Afi and Sly had some connection that I had no idea about. And I noticed Sly had introduced his brother to Afi. Now, I heard they were dating and Afi never told me anything. Don't forget, this is someone I share literally everything with. But I took it slightly because I felt like not everybody would like to disclose certain things to their friends. But I thought because I introduced her to Sly, at least if there's something going on between Sly's brother and her, she should be able to tell me because if anything, I can be held responsible. This lady trusted Sly so much that even if she's traveling from campus to the brother's house, she will not tell me but tell Sly. This was becoming suspicious. So the first day this lady traveled to Sly's brother's house, it was during vacation. We used to talk on phone, text, everywhere, like on Snapchat, Facebook, We were texting, talking, but she never told me she was going to travel from one region to another just to see somebody she had just heard on phone. Note that I do not know Sly's brother. This lady drove about 7 hours to go and see Sly's brother without me knowing. And Sly told me, you see what I tell you about your friend? She doesn't like you because if anything, she should be able to tell you that I am going to this place. But she never told me. I took it cool. Afi couldn't tell me that she had gone to see this guy because she had not told me that they were dating. On the guy's birthday, she bought a lot of things to his house to go enjoy herself and come back. At this point of the braiding, I was enjoying myself because I had to sing because the stress was real. I was listening to Stonebwoy's song. If not for copyright issues, I would have made you guys listen to. Now let's continue our story. It was at this point she got to know that no, this lady has found out our relationship, so let me tell her. So she told me that felt like they had just started, and I congratulated her and then gave her my wishes because I was not dating at that time. Around all this time, I wasn't having any kind of mindset for her, or I just made it go because after all, what? Now she tends to show interest in Sly, and Sly says, what? You dated my brother, and that is not possible with you and I. I still loved this my friend because let me be honest with you, she was someone that could give you the little could share the little she has with you. For that side of her, it was 100%, but some part of her was literally a no for me. I'm not 100%, I'm not judging her, but in situations like this, and that is not even the main story. Now let's get right into it. Now let me inform you that I introduced her to another friend of mine again. You ask, am I a fool? Are you a dump? No, but this shows how I was so much interested in her affairs. I mean, I didn't cut her off in any ways, and I took her along all the time. She would never introduce me to her friends, but I was always doing that. This is an old friend of mine of which we were trying to reconcile. I hope you understand. So this person comes in and also introduces his friend. And let's call his friend Jojo. Now Jojo is a very prominent person in Ghana. He has money. Say cash. Yes, that is exactly who Jojo is. So when my friend saw this Jojo man, and mind you, Jojo is married, and my friend fell from a distance without me knowing. Now, he also tend to trust the new friend I introduced to her more than me. She tend to tell the new friend everything instead of me. Instead of discussing with me. Like I said, that was her preference. She trusted people I introduced to her and not me. And at the end of the day, they will come back to tell me that this is what your friend is saying. Now, I think my best friend tend to visit this man called Jojo in the scene again. Now, I didn't know about any communication between her and Jojo because I didn't even know she had his number. I tend to trust my new friend I have introduced to her the second time more than me. So every communication was between her, my new friend, and Jojo. And for her to win my trust, this is the story she cooked for me. Portia, this man says I should come to his house, sit down and talk to him about where I would like to do my national service. And he's ready to help me get wherever I prefer. What I heard is it was a good news. If it's you, you would think the same way, right? So as a good friend, I didn't let her go alone. I decided to follow her up because that was very close to my house and I even wanted to go home at that moment. In my head, since that place is a new area for my friend, the intention was for her to sleep in my house. Immediately we got to my house, my mom asked, would you sleep over? She says, no, I'm not sleeping here. And that was the point things started flowing in my mind, like, what's going on? Are you going to sleep in the man's house? I was literally overthinking. So at this point, I was doing the front braids. And guess what? The front was very, very difficult for me. But I managed to do it because of how I had to turn and turn and turn. At the point, it was very big and I had to unbraid and redo it again. You know the stress you go through. Back to Afi. Mind you, she didn't inform me before getting to my house that she was not going to sleep there. So in my mind, she was going to sleep in my room. But she turned it up. Now, I advise her that, my friend, if you are going to sleep in this man's house, make sure you're not going to do anything stupid. And she should be very careful because I believe she's an adult and I can't decide certain things for her. I left her and came back home. The next morning, this lady calls me and crying on the phone like a baby because the man attempted to do something with her. The story was so unclear to me. I really needed things to match up, but it was not matching up. At this point, she was communicating with the second new guy I had introduced to her. So I didn't know anything at that point. She cried on me like crocodile tears on me, and I had to move from the house back to campus immediately. I think the day or the next day. She told me she had blocked this man and wished she would never meet him in her entire life again. So I knew they were not having any form of communication, not knowing it was a lie. So before she told me, or she cooked that story for me, that the man says she should come so that they talk about her national service, that time she told the new second friend I had introduced her to that she was going to shoot her shots. Now let me explain they're going to shoot her shots to you. Now let's name the second new friend I introduced Afi to as Q's. Now, with a shoot her shot means that she was literally going to dirty herself and come back. I hope you get me. So now I didn't understand why she came back and pretending to be sad because the man attempted to do something with her. And mind you, they were all lies. We literally discussed this issue and made it go, and we all forgot about it. During our last semester on campus before completion, she came to stay with me in my hostel. So now we are staying together in the same room. So I wasn't really expecting her to be hiding certain things from me. Not knowing the man she complained about and wished she would never ever meet him in her entire life, she was still communicating with him. Interesting. One Sunday morning, I went to church, and during service, an usher came to call me that I have a visitor outside. I went outside and it was her. She told me her uncle had come from the United States and she had to come and meet him at the airport, which was a lie, another cooked story. Now, let me let you know that time she was dating, and the person she was dating, it was through me she met the person. So she came to the church premises to convey this information to me and then also take our hostel key because she didn't sleep over that night. She went to pack her things, including her boyfriend, and the boyfriend went to see her off, not knowing she was going to meet this man I am talking about, that she said she wished she's never ever going to meet him in her entire life. And mind you, I'm even sure that the boyfriend gave her money for transportation. At this point, the hair was done and I was moving and putting all the necessary things I had to put in. I tied and removed it later, and it came out so beautiful. Now, Afi went to meet the man. Whatever went on. And instead of her to keep quiet, she came back spilling whatever that happened to the second new friend I introduced her to, which is Q's. Now, Q's then go back to tell Jojo that, hey, so you had a visitor and you never told me, confirming that Afi has told Q's about whatever that happened. Jojo wasn't so happy about the situation of Afi going to tell Q's about whatever that happened between them. So Jojo calls Afi and gave it to her and blocked her everywhere. Now, how on earth will Afi think that I am the reason why Jojo is blocking her? She came confronting me that, what have I told Jojo, and Jojo is trying to block her everywhere, forgetting that when she was going there, she never told me or informed me about her going, and I didn't even know they were communicating. Then I called Q's and Q's told me everything, and I was so disappointed in my friend. I confronted her and she told me that it's her body. She would use it for anything she wants. She packed her things and left my hostel, and that was the end. This broke my heart. It broke me. I cried because I trusted her so much and I wasn't expecting her to be doing these things. So all these years I spent with her, she was literally hiding her identity from me. Guys, this is the final look of the hair. Share your thoughts with me in the comment section And what advice would you give me or give my friend Afi if she's standing right in front of you?
Read your mind, but your love for rules that change all the time, changing all the time. Why are you always halfway in? Got me drowning when I know I could swim. If you love me, baby, say it with your chest. Yeah, tired of the maybes, I just want the yes. Don't play me like a song on spin. If you ride for me, then ride to the end. Don't wanna love this paper thin. So why you always halfway in? Why you always halfway in? Got me drowning when I know I could swim. If you love me, baby, say it with your chest. Yeah, tired of the maybes, I just want the yes. Don't play me like a song on spin. If you ride for me, then ride to the end. Don't wanna love this paper thin. So why you always halfway in?